Hola, bienvenidos. Today we're going to talk about a topic that confuses a lot of people. What is the difference between a credit union and a bank? And today we have a very special guest today, Mari Navarrete. She's the Director of Community Impact here at Point West. Thank you so much for coming and being here.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
We're not starting over. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
So let's get into it, Mari.
Okay.
What is the biggest difference? What is the thing that sets a credit union apart from a bank for you? What's the number one thing?
Well, I know, we live in a state where we see a lot of financial institutions, right? We see a lot of credit unions, we see a lot of banks. And to this day, we still get confused on what a credit union is and what a bank is. So thank you for bringing this topic. I would always, I always tell our community, as we look at our, mission and values with our own self, right, is reflecting that where you bank, right? So really understanding that, you have your money at an institution. Do you know their values? Do you know their mission, right? As credit unions, we're not for profit, which that means is like if we make profit, it goes back to the community. So understanding and knowing that your money is really going beyond that and saying, okay, where's my money going, right? What type of programs are they lending, right? Because at the end of the day, like your money is really going beyond more than what you think, right? With our bank friends, they're for profit. So what does that mean? That means that they have to pay their share owners, right? So a lot of times you hear conversations where they're like, oh, you're my client. You are a client, right? Because at the end of the day, you're paying for a service, right? When we talk to our members, and we say members because you're part of that co-op, you're part of that credit union movement, right? And so you're able to vote, you're able to, really say what the needs are in your community, maybe bring new ideas and new perspectives, right? So you really have the power of being part of that beautiful family.
So you brought up a lot of good points. We're not for profit. We reinvest in our community.
Correct.
We are also considered familia members. We're a part of something bigger. And we also have an opportunity to share our voice.
Correct.
So we have listening sessions, we have annual meetings where we invite members in, and we want to hear from them. We want to hear what's going well, what's working, what's not working, where can we improve, where can we do better. And I think that's really important, and especially like that you brought that up in saying like we have voices, because I know sometimes, a lot of times, we don't feel like our voice matters, especially today.
Yeah.
It is really important for us to speak up and to share that.
Yeah. And, I think, as you bring these conversations up and these great points, it's also when we work with our community partners, right? A lot of our community partners, they're all about mission, they're all about values. And I think it's also important for them to know and understand, like, hey, where do we have our money? Is it credit unions that also stand by us, especially during these difficult times, right? Because right now, more than ever, like we say in Spanish, la unión hace la fuerza, right? And so we have to make sure that we're helping each other. We're becoming this amazing power family where we are achieving what we need to achieve to be successful for the community that we serve.
And in that, a lot of the investment, the reinvestment that we do into our community is through these kind of conversations, these financial literacy education workshops that Mari and I are a part of a lot in the community. And it's honestly one of my favorite things that I've ever done. Not only sharing this information, but like having that aha moment, like, oh, like it finally clicks, it makes sense.
Yeah.
And that is so powerful to me because it goes beyond just this moment, right? It's something that they can then share with their family.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. It's the beauty of sharing knowledge and sharing educational tools where we are all going to empower ourselves to continue and create wealth for not just ourselves, but our community and our loved ones, which is important, right? Because I think that we need to stand by each other, support each other in different levels of our lives. So that's what credit unions are all about.
I love that. And so, kind of bringing it back to the differences between credit unions and banks. Well, okay, now what are some similarities that we have? What do we have to do? What do you know? Where?
Yeah, well, I think the similarities, obviously, all the functional, right, aspects of it, because a lot of times they're like, oh, well, banks do this, credit unions don't do that, and a lot of times it's maybe because you don't really know what your credit union is capable of doing, right? For example, they say, well, there's a lot of same banks at different states, for example, right? And I can just go and deposit or withdraw money because they're at different states or they're at different counties, and there's only one, for example, one credit union, right? And there's not multiple credit unions of the same. Well, we do share branching, right? And a lot of our communities and a lot of our members don't know what share branching is, right? So being part of this co-op, being part of this union where all the credit unions are connected in one, right? Being able to know if I need to travel, right, anywhere in the country, I can still find a credit union that is part of this co-op because we're part of this family and we're able to have that access. You can't say the same thing of banks, for example, right?
Okay. So you're saying that if I'm a part of a credit union, I can, through a co-op,
Share branching
co-op, I can use my debit card at another credit union's ATM.
Correct.
And I won't be charged fees?
That is correct.
Won't be charged fees. Okay. So I can just take money in, do my normal day-to-day stuff. I can do deposits, withdrawals, transfers,
Yeah,
all that
pay
stuff.
loans and
Okay.
everything. Yeah.
Can I go into their branch?
Yes, you can. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Why didn't anyone tell me this
I know.
before?
This is why we're having this recording, because it's
Yeah.
information that's really important. And the other thing that we do share is similarities, and I think it's important to know is like both financial institutions, banks, and credit unions are insured. They're insured up to $250,000 per account per member, and I think it's important to know, right? Because as we face difficult times right now in our country, it's important to know that your money is safe, no matter where you come from, the color of your skin, your status. If you're you're a member, you're insured $250,000. So it's really important to know that that your money is safe.
Yeah, because, I know back in the day, I used to put my money in a little piggy bank or I would hide it in a shoebox or something. But you're right. What if something happens? What if somebody, knows where that money is and then it's just gone? So
Right.
it is a nice feeling to know that, okay, it's safe, it's here, it's insured, and that you saying that that's for both credit unions and banks. Okay, that's great. So with Point West, what does somebody need to do to become a member, to be a part of this familia?
Familia, yeah. So you would need to either work or live in one of our 14 counties, and then you would need to have a valid ID. If it's a matricula or a foreign passport, those are also valid. We either take a valid Social Security card or a valid ITIN number as well.
Ooh, okay.
Yes, and so for our minors, we have what the foster accounts, or any traditional youth or minor accounts. We also offer those, and our accounts are free. They're total free, including our business accounts as well. As I mentioned before, having a free account is very important.
So free sounds too good to be true. So you're telling me I don't have to put any money down to open this account?
Well.
Okay, platícame,
Yes.
tell me.
Well, thank you for catching that.
Yes.
See, girl, yeah. Thank you for catching that. So you do have to do what's part of your share as being a member, right? So you deposit $10 total. $5 stay there in your account. When you decide to not be a member anymore, you take your $5. The other $5 are part of your share for becoming part of this membership, right?
Okay.
So you do put in $5 and then you deposit $5 in your account.
Okay. Okay. And do you have to keep your $5 there?
You keep
Is there,
them there. Mm-hmm.
Is there a minimum deposit? Are there
Nope.
monthly fees?
Nope.
Like, what do I have to do? It's
Nope.
just $10.
It's just $10.
Okay. Okay. Well, I love this. Okay. So I learned that credit unions are non for profit. We are part of a co-op share branching system where we can access ATMs, we can access branches that are part of this co-op. We contribute back to our community, we reinvest in our community. We are both insured for up to $250,000 on accounts per member. And we have a really good time being a part of this special unit of this credit union family.
This is our family.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we invite you to be part of this amazing family. Please check out our website, and if you have any additional questions, you know who to reach out to.
Yes. Thank you so much, Maria,
Yeah, of
again,
course,
for
my
all your
pleasure.
insight and all your expertise. We look forward to sharing more information with everyone in the near future.
Yeah,
Thank you so
thank you.
much.